Hi everyone, trail friends, hello, Scrambled Megs here. So I wanted to make a trail specific video today because I know that I have been deferring a lot from my trail updates because of like all this cancer stuff, whatever. But I do want to do a trail specific update because I'm super excited to talk about this stuff with you. And first, before anything, I want to say thank you so much for all of your love and support. I know that a lot of you started following my channel to follow my hike on the Appalachian Trail. And for those of you who have stuck around to watch me climb this first figurative mountain, thank you. It really means a lot to me. I think it's super cool that you're okay with me just talking about whatever I feel like talking about. But in regards to the trail, if you've been following my journey, you do know that we are not going to be able to make the window of hiking northbound. So we have decided to hike southbound. So our tentative plan right now is to leave around June 10th, which feels like that should be a good date as far as recovery from this surgery goes and everything. And pretty much what I'm doing to plan and prepare right now, my body, like right now I'm in pretty great physical condition, but I just signed up for a ton of yoga classes so I can like really lock down my body control and make sure that that game is on point for this surgery. But also I'm gonna just start to get out and hike a lot more. We've been having some really cold weather in Pittsburgh lately, and I'm not usually one to shy away from the cold, but I mean it has been like bitter cold, which kind of a silver lining. I saw a bunch of videos and photos of people on the AT with frozen socks and hunkering down because it was just like a crazy snow. So kudos to all of you for just roughing it and sticking it out there and being brave. But silver lining for us was like, oh, well, this bed is nice and cozy right now. So I'm actually not wearing anything right now that I am going to be wearing on the trail other than my shoes, my hiking shoes, my Anu trail runners is what they are. I love them. They're super lightweight. And the bonus to leaving in June and hiking southbound now is that we were thinking about starting in boots just because, I don't know, a bunch of reasons, but we kept going back and forth and thinking of when we were going to switch to our trail runners, but now we can just start in trail runners. So I'm very happy about that, very excited. And I said to John, so essentially starting the trail in Maine instead of Georgia means that we will be first hiking Katahdin, which will be interesting. You know, I think for a lot of hikers, through hikers, anybody on the trail going northbound right now, like that's your goal. Katahdin is the goal in your mind, you know? And so that was a little bit of a shift in perspective for us, coming to terms with like that being first. But it's okay, it's okay. We've accepted it and we're super stoked actually now that that's gonna be the start of our trail. And then we're gonna go straight into the 100-mile wilderness. So I'm curious and eager to hear from any southbound hikers out there who have done the AT, what advice or insight you might have on that. We were reading a lot about how buggy it is and how muddy it is that time of year, and how smart it is to just bring an extra pair of sleep clothes, which this is what I said to John, like I'm not complaining about the concept of bringing an extra pair of shorts and like a t-shirt to sleep in, because I'm probably just gonna keep them in a Ziploc baggie. And that was something that I kept going back and forth on to begin with too, is whether or not to bring and like a third pair of clothes. But I don't know if it's the fact that I'm a girl or the fact that I'm just me and the thought of having clean clothes at the end of every day sounds really refreshing. So we'll see. Any insight is welcome on that. And then I'm really excited about this. Everybody that I have been following that's doing the AT this year northbound, all of you thru hikers with your goal of Katahdin, we're gonna get to meet each other no matter what, because we'll be crossing on the trail. Unless for some reason, you know, we are in a town staying overnight or we miss each other, but for the most part, I'm looking forward to crossing paths. And then too, I know a lot of people were wanting to meet us at the start of the trail in Georgia, but since we're beginning with Katahdin now, you know, we were thinking how cool it would be to have a fun celebration afterwards in Georgia with all of the people who wanted to meet us there to send us off in the beginning. You know, I think the fact of just completing the freaking Appalachian Trail is going to be amazing in and of itself, but you know, having that big sort of end celebration of like, holy cow, we just did this, that's going to be really important. So we'll probably plan something like that. But again, I think it's so cool that a lot of you have stayed on board with me here, and I really appreciate it, and I think you're super cool for it. Obviously this cancer diagnosis was like the last freaking thing that I thought was gonna happen, but I'm not letting it discourage me at all. You know, we've had our hearts set on this trail for a long time, almost like a year now. And if anything else, the Appalachian Trail has already blessed me in so many ways, because first and foremost, I'll talk about this another day, but along with my you know, PTSD that I had post open heart surgery, that made me not want to go to a lot of appointments for a while, doctor's appointments, etc., because of the fear that something was going to go wrong. And the Appalachian Trail was the thing that really kicked me in the butt and said, hey girl, you gotta go to these appointments and make sure you're ready to be on that trail, so you're not worried about anything and you know you're clear. And yeah, my worst possible fear was confirmed. I went to the doctor and found out something was wrong. But thank you, Appalachian Trail, for kicking my butt in gear and getting me to the freaking doctor. So that's already a blessing. And two, it has just been this through line for both John and myself through this diagnosis and this, you know, challenge that I'm facing right now is, no, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's called the Appalachian Trail, and I'm making it to that trail no matter what. And it's really helped to keep my eyes above the waves. And heck, I mean, open heart surgery, PTSD, and a cancer scare at 30, I feel like I've got this trail on lock. I feel like it's just gonna be so awesome. And a lot of the challenges aren't gonna feel, to me, I don't think, as tough as they might have felt before something as crazy as this. So I'm looking forward to it. Thank you again, thank you again, thank you again for all of your love and support. I'm looking forward to starting the trail June 10th, southbound, Katahdin. We are coming for you. Love you all, and I'll talk to you soon.